Game number 49. Montreal is in Pittsburgh, actually, tonight. This is my preview. Hey, everybody. I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. So, like I said, it's game number 49. So, we're getting, we're like two-thirds of the way, almost two-thirds of the way through the season, I believe. Um, Montreal, short road trip, I think, because they're off after this. This is the last day before they get a nine day break, and I think it's their bye week. Plus, it's the All Star weekend next weekend, so they get 9 days off, and they'll be well rested when they come back and they face the Washington Capitals, I believe. So it's Pittsburgh. They're basically the same. It's a four. I've got some news here. So my brain's all over the place, right? I can't get the words out. All right. I've got news. Do what I always do. Not that much. There's not a lot of news. I've got the stats for the game. I've got the Habs lineup. I know the goalies. And I have the guess the score contest. Guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game. You can pick that guy from either team. You have to be the first person in the chat with that guess. And you got to kind of be from Canada because it's the only place I can deliver that prize of $10 directly into your bank account via Interac. Hopefully that'll change soon. But right now, that's all I can do. All right. We've got news. Brendan Gallagher, after that, you can't defend that hit at all. That horrible elbow to the head of, right to the chin of Adam Pelech of the Islanders. He gets a 5-game suspension. 5 games. And you know what? You might say, well, they usually give 2 or 3. That's very deserving, and he's lucky he didn't get more. He got 5. It was a phone hearing, which means that's the maximum they're going to give on a phone hearing, and he got the maximum. And, it's his first suspension. A lot of people out there think that he's been suspended many times. He has, and it's his first one. And that's probably why it's only 5 games. Okay, this is a 4-point game, as I was trying to say before. The Penguins are only 2 points ahead of Montreal, so Montreal wins. They're tied with Pittsburgh. If they lose, Pittsburgh's 4 points ahead, so it's kind of like a 4-point game for Montreal. Jake Allen gets the start tonight, which is, figured that, right? Hopefully he has a better start than he had against, who was it? Was it Ottawa the last game? Yeah, I think Ottawa. And if not Ottawa, the one before was Boston. That was Monty, so it was Ottawa. Some news on the roster. Jesse Ullinen and Jordan Harris are in. Ullinen obviously in because Gallagher is suspended. Harris is in for, and I don't think a lot of people are going to like this, but he's in for Arbor Jacki. So Arbor Jacki not in the lineup. I know he took a couple of penalties. I think 3 penalties, stupid penalties over the last 2 games. And Coach Marty, while not saying anything about Brendan Gallagher, was not happy with Arbor Jacki's penalties, and he's getting sat for a game. I talked about this in the podcast, Habnormals podcast. Link is in the description. I asked a question to the guys about Arbor. Do you think he might have to go back down? That was one of the questions. And of the 4 of us, I was the only one that said, I think he actually will go back down for a little while. I don't think his stint was done. I think they thought Barron really needs to go down. Let's see what Arbor looks like. And I think Barron Arbor's going to go back down. Unless he responds well to this benching, we'll see what happens. But it's a benching for that reason. There's no other reason for it. St. Louis said he wasn't happy with him for that in his post-game thing after. Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to be better. Sorry, it's Saturday afternoon. I was up a little bit. No, I wasn't really up early, but working a little bit earlier than I normally, just a little bit. And what was I working on? Very simple. This is the Sin Bin with Alex and Cam. That's on our new channel. Don't Puck with Media. Link is in the description to the channel. You'll easily find the video. It's Alex and Cam just debating things. It's the first one. Started off just a wee bit slow, and I mean just a wee bit, like 30 seconds. That's all. But they had a spirited debate about the scheduling, the NHL scheduling, how they, how the games are scheduled for the regular season. This will be a regular show, the Sin Bin. Please check it out on the new channel. We've already got 50 subscribers, so if you haven't yet, please subscribe while you're there. But we already got 50. First goal, obviously, is 100. We're halfway there. Took me 6 months to get 50. Took me 13 months to get 100. So it might have taken 7 months or something to get 50. Anyway, please check it out. Links in the description, and our podcast links are in the description. I'll get back to this stuff now. Let's see. Let's see who's here, and then I will do the preview in just a little bit. Who's here? Daryl Adams. Hey, Daryl. 4-3 Habs Suzuki first goal. Things are going good. I'm really busy, but in a good way, with the new channel and the podcasts, and it's all the games. It's busy, but not unpleasantly so. Ray just wanted to let you know how she's doing. She sees a dog outside that she knows and doesn't like, or likes a lot. I think that's the don't like part. Okay, Ray, enough now. Thank you. She listens sometimes, not very often. Gislain, 4-3 Habs. Slavkovsky with the first goal. Let me give you guys mine, by the way. I forgot that. I'm going 4-2 Habs with Slav first goal. But since this is my show and I don't actually win this, I'm going to give you Slav for the Habs, Crosby for the Penguins. I don't know. I'm stuck between who's going to get the first goal. Not the players necessarily, but the teams. Okay, Ray. Everyone knows you're here now. Hey, Guru. How's it going, Guru? 4-3 Habs. Everyone likes 4-3 Habs today. Eller with the first goal. Lucas. Hey, Lucas. Let's end this on a good note, or it's going to feel like a long break. It's still going to feel like a long break. 9 days is a long time. I think it's good for them in a way, right? They could be a little rusty when they get back, but they're going to be really rested, right? Not in the middle of the season, but, as far as us wanting to see good hockey and fun, exciting hockey, I think it bodes well for that. If you're looking to tank, if you're looking for them to tank, I don't know if that bodes well for that. But I don't mind. I actually don't mind. I get some time off. We can work on the new channel. I'd say it works for me. I kind of need the time off. All right. Wait. Lucas also says 4-2 Montreal. He agrees with me on the score, but he gives it to Carlson. So what is the lineup? I'm going to give you that in a minute. The one I have, there's just one thing wrong in there, but I know what the lineup will be. So I just don't have the Penguins lineup. It's out there, but it came out late, and I already had this other one. So I'm going with that. And it doesn't really matter who the Penguins lineup, like who's in there. I know the starting goalie. That's what matters. Hey there, Will. 5-2 Penguins. Malkin first goal. I hate Malkin. I don't know why. I hate Malkin, but good guess. If Habs win, you win. I win anyway. I get that. I just, I'll go for the other team if I really think that. I just, Penguins aren't playing that well. I think Montreal, I think they're gonna win this game. How can I find your new channel? There's a link in the description. Just go where it says show more. Then there's links for the podcast, for the description. For the new channel. If you don't know, if you can't get it, it is Don't Puck with Media. Just type that in and you're going to get it. There's a few videos out there, and we're going to try to put at least a couple, if not more, as it grows. We'll get more, but we're developing things. Harry Rice is going to put some videos out there every now and then, so it's going to be different stuff. This is a Habs channel. This isn't going to change, but over there we can do all kinds of different things. So if you're still interested in the NHL as well as here, where I don't really cover the NHL, that's a great channel for you, and we're going to have a lot of fun over there too. If Habs win, we all win, since we are Habs fans. Well, of course. Unless, listen, that's actually not exactly true. For us here who aren't crazy negative Habs fans, yes. But for the negative ones, they want them to tank. They're not happy if they win. There's just all kinds of reasons for those guys not to be happy. But for us here, because we live in reality, very happy if they win, even though it might affect their playoff position. But I said this even last year. It's the overall, right? So game by game, they can win a game here and there. It's not going to affect that overall where they're going to finish, because they're going to finish in the bottom 10, in my opinion. Somewhere between, my opinion also, between 8 and 10. But they could drop further. Depends on who they move at the deadline, how early they move, what the return is, and how the guys that have to step in play, right? So there's room in this season yet for them to drop or for them to go up. It depends how they play, obviously. That's obvious, right? It's the same for every team. If they play play well, they could win. If they don't, they're going to lose. Where was I? Do I think Crosby sticks around with these Pens or moves on to try to get one more cup? Crosby's not. He's not the type of player who's going to move around, in my opinion. He's won the cup. He's not a player that I don't know why the one that comes to my mind is Ray Bourque. Went to the Habs to win a cup, right? And then players do that, right? I don't see that. He's won cups before. I think he's a one-team guy. I don't think he's playing for any other team. Doesn't need the money. He doesn't need to do it. He's dedicated to that team. I think that's a great trait. He's a very loyal guy that way. I don't think he's going to chase money or a cup. Could I be wrong? I don't really think so. But yeah, of course, I could be wrong, but I don't think so. The Habs seem to have the Penguins' number the past few seasons. Kind of true, right? And the Penguins are not playing well. You'll see in the preview. Definitely want to Habs win, but the Pens might be due. Yeah, I don't know what kind of streak they're on. We're going to find that out. I didn't really look at that, but you do. Yeah, but so are the Habs, kind of. Yeah, they won their last game, but they were on a 3-game losing streak. I see a win here. I see a win here. Of course, I could be wrong. Yes, of course. Ottawa starting to wake up. They will go up. But they've got a really big hole that they've dug. And it's not as easy as you think to dig out of that and pass teams at this point of the season. There's still time for them to move up a bit, but not into a playoff spot. Kind of a miracle. Like if you want to even refer to the Blues, that would have been a month ago where they were at the bottom and then they moved up. Wasn't it like January 1st that year they were a last place team? Either was in their division or in the league, and they moved right up. Hey, filibuster! I don't know why filibuster just came out, but I've been calling you Wonder Phil, and I don't know. It's Phil. How's it going, Phil? The same with Denis Savard, who left Chicago to win the cup with Montreal. Some players do it. I'm not saying they don't. I don't see Sidney Crosby doing that. He seems like he is there right to the end. Wants to be known as a one-team player. And some players really want that, and you don't see it a lot anymore. What do I think of Andy being put on the first line? It won't last. I can't see how that lasts, right? That line, their 5-on-5 or their goals expected number, went right to the toilet. Where Slav on the second line, theirs was like crazy good with Monahan. So I don't see that. It's not going to work. Andy's numbers on the top six not working out right now. I love the guy, really do, but I think he's third line winger. I know that's a lot of money for a third line winger, and I don't want to get into that conversation right now. Can't control life. I am often wrong. I'll never claim to be. If I do, it's a joke. And it's clearly a joke when I say that. No, I'm often wrong. And I will say a lot of times, right? I could be wrong. Because I could be wrong. It's sports. It's not fixed except for the refs, but it's not fixed. Hey, Doug. How's it going there, Doug? Always good to see Doug in the room. Doug is the guy that gave me those pictures there. Plus, if you remember, I don't know what stream it was, the podcast on last Monday, I had the Carey Price sweater up there, signed on it. Doug gave me that. So, Doug's a very important person in this channel. You all are. Pens blow. Listen, that's, their girlfriends or boyfriends' business, not really ours, We'll win super a lot with Galley. Galley's not in the lineup, so don't guess Galley. Anderson will score first 5-3 super winnings. All right. I'm trying to decipher that one. You taught off Lacanic in the Leafs jersey, in the Leafs journey. Okay, yes, I remember. But, they traded Lacanic. What did he play there, though? Like 12 games? He didn't play a lot, and then basically he was back in Montreal the next year. One of the rare times, you trade a guy away and then he signs back. But he was at the end of his career. And yeah, I remember, I hate seeing ex-Habs that are, that you like and they're good and whatever in Leafs jerseys. And I hated to see him there. I think he didn't like to be there either. Personally, I think that. All right, we're soon going to get into this lineup. Give me a few minutes and we'll do the preview. So let's see a few more questions. I'm on a roll here. Not just a Kaiser. Was the Placanic's turtleneck, yeah. I wonder how often he changed that. I'm sure it got washed. I wonder how often he changed that. I know it was like a lucky thing for him, so I imagine he wore that for a long time. It was probably the same one. Hey there, Paul. Marco of St. Louis. I didn't see that. So no, I didn't. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That wouldn't surprise me. Just say that, something like that doesn't surprise me if a guy gets games or doesn't, because it's so inconsistent how they judge it. Yeah. Do they call anyone up to replace Galley? No, Lucas, because Ullinen was already here, a healthy scratch, so he just gets inserted into the lineup. Remember, Galley's only out, it's 5-game suspension. They're on a 9-day break. No need to call anybody up. When they get back for the game for Washington, sure, there might be a call-up, but there's no need right now. They may be pumping Andy's tires before deadline. I gotta say, Will, as much as every time that comes up and I say I'm starting to lean towards that could happen. Yeah. That could happen. I think this season is the year potentially Andy could get traded. Not saying they're going to do it, but I could see now why they might if they get the right offer, which they sort of turned down last year. Why would you call, like, again, Phil, like I just said, why call somebody up? They're off for 9 days. The Rocket aren't, so they're not calling anybody up. Ullinen was already here 1 game. They're off for 9. They'll call someone up if needed over that time, near the, when they get a day or two away from the first game back after the All-Star break. This is their bye week plus All-Star weekend. So the All-Star weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week would be all teams are off. And then they have their bye week. It works out together. Good time to recharge the batteries, heal up, and be ready for the last 33 games of the season, because we know they're not making the playoffs. They still do that. Yes, they do, Phil. They do it stupidly right now, I think. But yeah, they do that. I mean, I'm not bothering to watch it. I think I'm going to get it with the Sportsnet package. Potentially, I'll do the games. Maybe I'll do a stream where we cover. I don't know. But otherwise, I don't plan to watch much of it. But I mean, if for doing, just to do a stream, it'll be a week where we won't have done much. I might cover it. I'm going to get it this year like that. So, yeah, potentially. We'll see. We shall see. By the way, I should remind everybody, when I was just promoting Habnormal's podcast, we did this Wednesday night. We had a very special guest with us, and I don't know if everybody remembers or whatever. It is Hockey Junkie. Hockey Junkie joined us on the podcast. Yeah, it's only audio. And quite frankly, I still don't know what he looks like. So I thought I was going to get to because it was audio. But listen, his privacy is his own business. So check that out. Link is in the description for that one. You click it, you'll get that. And any other of the episodes, if you want to listen to them, you'll get it from clicking that link. No problem. But check it out. Hockey Junkie, Harry, Matt, myself. I think it started out a little bit slow for a few. We got used to each other, and then I thought we got into it pretty good. And he's a really nice guy. I love his accent, and we had fun. And he'll be back. He'll be back for more, and he'll probably be on the Pucking Around one soon too. You think Hockey Junkie is coming to Montreal in April? Well, if he is, I'm going to meet that guy. Somehow I'm going to meet that guy. Toronto and the one before. I'm sure you'll have a chance to meet him. Yeah, I hope so. He didn't say anything. I'm going to have to ask him about it now. That'd be awesome. I'd love to meet the guy. I'd love to meet him if he wants to meet me. If he doesn't, I understand. I'll probably have to agree to not have a camera. Pittsburgh wins, says Paul. 5-1, Caulfield first. You know what? It seems like extreme, but it wouldn't shock me if we win 5-1. Oh, you're saying Pittsburgh wins. You know what? I'm gonna go the opposite of that. If you had Montreal, I would agree with you that it's a possibility. I don't know. I think it's because you think Allen's gonna blow it, and that could be what happens. I don't know. Izavka. Tickets bought? No, we're not selling tickets. Nah, if I get together with Junkie, that's up to him if he wants. Maybe we'll do a meetup, but I doubt he's going to want to do that. No, it'll be a private thing. Is it true that Hockey Junkie goes with they, them pronouns? Not that I know of. Listen, it's his business, first of all. I don't understand those things that well. It's his business. He's never told me that. Quite frankly, doesn't seem like the type of guy. For me, I don't know him well, obviously. I mean, I only know him a little bit through here. Doesn't seem like the type of guy that like uses those. So, right, Phil? Phil knows him probably better than me. Yeah, it doesn't. No, the guy. If someone said that, or if he told me that, I wouldn't. I don't care, but I'd be a little surprised. It's okay. Like I said, don't come down on me. I don't care what you guys want. You know, that's fine with you, with me. I don't care what you do. As long as it doesn't affect me, what do I care? Call yourself a tin can. I don't care. Doesn't affect me. Yeah, kill that rumor here now, because I think it's zero chance as well, Phil. I agree with you. Right, Lucas? I've never, like, I don't think that's a thing. I don't know where Sufka got that. I think Sufka was just trolling us there. Well, I guess junkie. You know what, though? He's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy. I'll say this: his accent on the videos slightly exaggerated, but not much. And which I love. I love to hear, especially someone who talks like that with the Newfoundland accent, but I can understand it really easy. I only had to ask him, I think, twice to. I'm not sure what you said. That was it. So, but I love the accent. I like accents. I love the Boston accents on the Boston 3. I love people with accents. As long as you can understand them, that's, you know. So, Sufka, I'd be very interested to hear yours. Sufka's from Slovakia. I'm sure you'd sound a little like, you know, like Uri. Hey, Stan the Man, how's it going? 5-4, Montreal, Monahan. First goal. Monahan definitely on a hot streak. Keep it going, because either they sign him and we got this great player, or they trade him and we're going to get a shitload coming back. And that doesn't mean like we're going to get 20 players, but a shitload could include like a first-round pick and a prospect. That's a shitload. Especially when we got a first-round pick for him to get him. We get one on the way out. That's 2 plus. Yeah, Phil, I agree. I agree. I like all different kinds. And there's a few, you know, maybe, I don't know. I just, especially on women, I like accents. Okay. Armia is doing well as well. Armia is playing well. About time. About time. And it's going to make him tradable. And if they can't, well, if he continues to play that way, you know, as a bottom 6 player, Armia is fine. The way he's playing now. Would I consider doing a Habs trivia show when the Habs are off? You did it once last year, and it was fun. Yeah, Matt has a trivia book. The thing is like it's hard to come up with a lot of trivia if it's not out there where you can find and write it down. For me to come up with questions, it's a bit of work. But yeah, I that's a good idea. You know, I'm gonna mark that down actually, because that's a good idea. I'm looking for stuff to do next week. Honestly, I got 9 days off. I'm not a guy that takes time off. Well, I can take a day here and there. To have 9 days off and I'm not going to do anything. So we only have a few things planned. Yeah, trivia show. I like that idea, by the way. Who gave me that? Stan the Man. Thank you. And if anybody out there, we got another half hour. If you think of anything you'd like us to do in that off time, I'm not saying necessarily a video, but like, you know, a stream, even a video, let me know. I'm looking for things to do. I'd like to do things you guys are interested in. quite frankly. Because if I can't think of something, but you guys are all interested in like the same topic, that means other people are as well. And yeah, I'd like to do stuff like that. Right now, there's so much live streams and the other channel and everything. I can't think of video ideas. I can't. It happens. The off season is different. It switches to all videos and only a few live streams. Phil, next season at the deadline, he's gone because it's the last season. But I think in this off season, and quite frankly, potentially the deadline, because if he's playing like that, he can help a team. You know, he can help a contender if they need a player like that. You never know. Maybe they'll be able to move him. Joe, good morning, Joe. It's afternoon here, but good morning. Must be pretty early. I guess. Wait a second. It is shit. What time is it there? I can't figure out the time there. I don't know why. Hey, Paul, we're looking forward to it. British music, you don't hear, well, in my day, you don't hear the accent in British music, but I watch a lot of British TV. And like I kind of always have, started with Monty Python. And yeah, I like British stuff. Australian, New Zealand, I watch a lot of that. You want me to go fishing? I'm not a fisherman. Battleship. Yeah, when was the last time I played that? When I was a kid. Who is better, Saku Koivu or Mikko Koivu? I'm going with Saku because I didn't see a ton of Mikko. I know he put up good numbers and all that, but man, I saw Saku Koivu. The heart in his chest was huge, and the talent level was big too. I don't know. I don't know enough about his brother. I didn't see him enough, but I think Saku. Phil agrees with me by a country mile. I think Saku. Hey, Mary Jo, for 2 pens. I got the opposite. You got Andy scoring first. Awesome. Joe says it's 5:31 a.m. Oh, okay, I get it. It's a 18-hour difference. But you forgot to say that it's Sunday morning over there. I'm gonna do this preview now in a minute. Phil, I've done that even before. Problem is, when I ask people to do like on Twitter, I don't get much response, and then it's a lot of like you have to do, I guess, research or preparatory work when you write it down, and then you use those. But I haven't done that, so there's a little bit. But it's a good idea. But I've done it before, put it out on Twitter. But maybe this time Matt and the other guys can get some questions for me. It's not a bad idea. Yay or nay? That's what I'd call it. And you can use that just for more than trade proposals. Hey, James Reyes, how you doing? No update yet, but we were supposed to have a meeting this Friday, but stuff going on with Matt, personal, that it's just delayed slightly. But yeah, we're going to have a meeting about it very soon, and then we'll have news for you at that point. I will be giving away a couple of shirts, though. We're going to do it on the next time. Oh, it's an intercom. Well, hang on a sec. I'll let you in. My intercom. It's for my son. I got to send him a text. Yeah, so what was I saying? The podcast. Something with the podcast. Oh, going to give away a T-shirt next time we do a live one on the pod. the pucking around one. Hang on, I just got to text my son. Got to find him on the list. I'll phone him. Hey, say live shows. What are you going to do? It's because it's a delivery. Probably Walmart he orders food. But I think he might be asleep.
Hello?
Zach, a delivery coming in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem. Bye. There you go. I know he's just over there, but I don't want to get up and yell. It was just as easy. All right, let's get back to the show. Okay, let's go and let me do. Let's do the preview. Remember, head over to the other channel, link in the description. Sinbin with Alex and Cam. Game tonight, the 21-7 Montreal Canadiens are in Pittsburgh to take on the 21-17-7 Penguins. They played 3 games less, but they're 2 points up on Montreal. So Montreal wins, they're tied, but still Pittsburgh's played 3 games less. Big deal. How to watch this game, 7 p.m. Eastern start, 4 p.m. Pacific. For Joe, I don't know what time it is over there. I don't know. And Mary Jo as well, I don't know. In Canada, it's on CBC and City TV. I believe across the country, TVA Sports in French, that would be mostly in Quebec, I guess, in Ontario. Pittsburgh region, Sportsnet, Pittsburgh. It's on CBC Gem streaming-wise, ESPN Plus, and Sportsnet Plus. CBC Gem would be free, I believe. I'm going to be watching it on CBC as well. Season series in Montreal, they beat us 4-3 December 13th. Not that long ago. We're playing tonight, and they're back in Pittsburgh February 22nd. Last 10 games. Montreal 4-4-2. They won their last one against the Islanders. The Penguins are 3-4-3 on a 3-game losing streak. So the last one was a shootout loss against Florida. So that's interesting because you could say maybe Penguins are due for a win, maybe, or they're due for a little longer streak. I think they're going to have a 4-game losing streak. Personally, home and away record. Montreal is away. They're 10-13-0 on the road, and the Penguins are 11-11. 11. Well, they're this doesn't include shootout wins and losses, losses in their thing. So they're 11-11 at home. I don't know why I had to mention that. Refs tonight: Chris Rooney from Boston, Mass. He was reffing the Boston game, and Furman South. So how do we match up? I didn't look at that. With Furman South, we were 1-5-0 when he was reffing last year. And the other guy just 1-1 the year before, 1-4. So probably not very good. But it doesn't matter because, I could put up any set of refs here for any game and you could just, they're shit. You tell me one ref that's good. One ref that's good. I don't know one anymore. That's good. Atlantic standings, top to bottom, Boston, Florida, Tampa, Toronto has fallen out a little bit. I hope they fall further. Detroit's just 1 point back of them. Awesome. Montreal's moved back up 1, and then Buffalo and Ottawa, bottom 10 in the league. Arizona, Calgary, Minnesota, then Montreal. So that means they are 7th from the bottom. Buffalo, Columbus, Ottawa, Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago. San Jose and Chicago tied at the bottom. So a race. Now that would be just disgusting. Now it doesn't mean if they're going to win the lottery, but they finish in Chicago, finish at the bottom, win the lottery, and get another great pick like that. I hope that doesn't happen. Please don't let that happen. Tail of the tape, scoring chances for percentage, 44.6% for Montreal, 52.7% for the Penguins. Goals per game, 2.71 for Montreal, 28th, and 2.98 for the Penguins, 21st. Goals against per game, 3.50 for Montreal, 28th, 2.73 for the Penguins, 7th. So their defense is still good. Power play percentage, 19.4% for Montreal, 20th, and only 13.3% for the Penguins, 31st. And that's the surprise. Their power play is that bad still? PK percentage, 73.2%, 28th in the league for Montreal, 82.8% for the Penguins, 7th. So they've got a good defense, good PK, not a great power play, and they don't, not the best offense in the league, obviously. Montreal 0-1 this year and 1-0 for them. And that's the tail of the tape. Face-off percentage, 53.4% for Montreal, 6th in the league, but they're up against the first one in the league, 55.3% for the Penguins, not hugely different. Shots on goal allowed, shots on goal for. On goal allowed, 34 average per game for Montreal, 30.4 for the Penguins, and shots on goal for, 28.1 for Montreal, 33.3. So, they give up less shots and get more shots than we do. Players to watch over the last 5 points. Sean Monahan with 9. Sidney Crosby with 6. Goals, Caulfield with 4. Gensel with 3. Assists, Monahan with 7. Carlson with 5. And plus minus, Armia +1. Crosby a +4. So we match up well over the last 5 games. Team leaders, Caulfield, 17 goals. Crosby, 27 goals. Points, Suzuki, 41 points. Crosby, 49. Average time on ice, Matheson, 25-15. And Letang, 24-48. Also a reminder, Matheson up against his former team. Wins, Montembeault now with 11. And Tristan Jarry with 12. Pittsburgh top 5 scoring. Crosby leads the way, 27 goals, 22 assists, 49 points, plus 19. Gensel, 21 goals, 27 assists, 48 points, plus 12. Malkin, 16 and 23 for 39 points, plus 1. Carlson, 7 and 27 for 34 points, plus 9. And Chris Letang, 3 goals, 26 assists, 29 points, plus 14. Good numbers all around. Habs won't have one plus number at all. Suzuki, 13 goals, 28 assists, 41 points, minus 16. Caulfield, 17 goals, 21 assists, 38 points, minus 6. Monahan, 13, 21, 34 points, minus 8. Matheson, 7, 26, 33 points, minus 15. Just realized Monahan has just leapfrogged over Matheson. And Slavkovsky, 6 goals, 13 assists, 19 points now, minus 15. Goalies tonight, not Monty. Tristan Jarry is in nets tonight, 12, 14, and 4, a 2.56 goals against, and a 9.13 save percentage. Allen's numbers will not match up. Jake Allen, 5.9 and 2, 3.46 goals against, and a 900 save percentage. As I said, won't match up. Hang on, my mouse froze. Forwards for the Habs tonight. The change here is in the forwards is, I believe, nothing. Suzuki, Caulfield, Anderson, Monahan, Slavkovsky, Armia, Evans, Pearson, Harvey Pinard, Kendata, Pizzetta, Ullinen. But what I mean by nothing changed was that's how the lineup's going to be tonight. Obviously, Gallagher's out. They moved a little bit around. But on defense, Arbor Jacki is out. Jordan Harris will be in his place. So we've got Matheson, Gouli, Struble, Savard, Harris, Kovacevic. And believe it or not, that does it for the preview. Let's look at that lineup for forward lines. I just want to see Slav back on that first line. I guess they're trying to spread things around. If Suzuki and Caulfield can score like this, but it's not been great, although they got 2 goals last game were they both power play goals? They might have been. No, one was, one wasn't. Penguins aren't playing well. If that continues, Montreal wins here, maybe even easily. I don't know. That's what I think. I think Montreal does win. And let's get back to you guys. Let me just find where I was. Where am I? Yes, Ray. Yes, Ray. Yes. Ray, stop. Okay, that's where I was. Did I see your guest, Phil? Yes, I did. Ray, stop barking now, please. What's closer than I think, Ghislain? I like the idea for the hot takes, but I tried. I don't know. I don't think I have any. I actually was working on one of those. But yeah, maybe that's we'll do that. I'll try to get some from you guys. And listen, if you have some, you guys know where to find me. Either send me a message, an email, link is in the description, or go on Twitter and just put something out there that I'll see. And then if I get a bunch of them, definitely I'm going to make a video about it. Actually, Phil, that's not a bad idea. Go to Cap Friendly and see what people are putting out there for rumors and trades. See, when you're 60, 70. You're saying their best, Joseph says for both Koivus, best seasons were 71 points. Saku was better than overall, I think. Saku did have an extra gear. He was just great. Saku was great. Nothing else you can say. And he was much smaller, so you can say he got, same kind of mileage out of that smaller body. Yeah, Saku was great. 11 a.m. start time there for you? Nice. That's not bad. 11 a.m. Depending on what, it's a weekend game anyway, so it's cool. But that's not so bad. .442 and 343 are football or soccer formations. Yes, they are. And I think football as well, North American football. I'm not sure, though, but I can't remember. The Oilers streak, Guru, good. Yeah, 15 in a row. That's crazy. 2 more, and they get the NHL. They tie the NHL record. Those are going to be tough ones to win. Those are hard games. When you get close like that to something, it's hard. Montreal was the 11th win. Was it the 11th or the 10th? Jake Allen goalie tonight, Ghislain. I went through that already. Jake Allen's in. Ray wants camera time. Not really, but she can't help herself. She just barks at everything she sees. If you're human or animal, she's going to bark at you. Would I bet on a Flyers comeback? No, I don't. I'm not a betting man anyway, really. The Flyers being kind of doing what they did in the first half. Maybe they were playing above their heads, and now they're coming down to earth. Don't let Alex know I said that. It may be closer than we think, Ghislain, but Koivu, Saku passed the eye test for me. I didn't see enough of Mikko. So that's why I'm going with. That's what I said. I didn't see enough of Mikko play. But whenever I did, he didn't impress me the way Saku impressed me. So the eye test says Saku was the better player. And believe me, between their brothers, I'm sure they do the same thing too. You know, so. All right, what do we got left here? We got about 10 minutes left. I'll remind everybody, of course, I'll be doing the game. The hangout is at 7. Believe I'll be alone. Matt will not be with me tonight. So I'll be alone. I guess that means I'll be alone. I didn't invite anybody. And we'll do the game and the post game right after they beat Pittsburgh. What's everybody's favorite game on the Dream? What's Dreamcast? Explain to me what the Dreamcast is, and maybe I could tell you. Why do I not know what the Dreamcast is? Is that like a video console thing? Video game, I should have said, not video. All right, last 10 minutes. That's when everybody just says, yeah, I don't feel like talking anymore. I get it. Hey there, Rocky. Sega Dreamcast is a game console. Okay, if all you had to do was put Sega then in front of it, I would have known that right off the bat. On Sega, I don't know if it was the Dreamcast. We used to play, was it Blades of Steel? Blades of Steel, no? Used to play that a lot. I'm reading a book of short stories from a bunch of famous authors, some of them older, some of them from the 1800s, 1900s, that kind of stuff. All different kinds of stuff. It's a Reader's Digest short stories collection. It's interesting. Some of them are really, really short, and but it's interesting. Some old English kind of writing. So, that kind of stuff's really fun. Fantasy fiction, I'm reading The Wheel of Time. I've read 10 of the books already, and I've got 4 left, plus there's a small, like a side kind of book. I'm about to when I finish this book I'm reading now, I'll read book 11 of that series. Aki, my first game console was Atari. Yes, yeah, and you know what? Actually, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if it was Atari that did Pong. That was the very first one, but then one with game cartridges was Atari for sure. Have I written a poem recently? No. During the season, I just don't have as much time, especially this year. I was just thinking about that earlier, actually. So my poetry is more prolific, I'd say, in the off season. But I haven't written anything recently, no. Thanks for asking, though. I appreciate that. Bye-bye. Habs 4, Pens 3, Gooley first goal. Just that, maybe it was a Coleco. I don't think it was in television, but it could have been. It was one of those two, but I think Pong was Coleco. I think you might be right. And the reason is that I got it through my uncle, which I don't know if anybody knows Maisland Transport from the day. I'm related through marriage. And we used to get a lot of stuff like that. I believe that's where we got it because Coleco was a big customer of theirs. And my grandfather used to get a lot of stuff for us, like through there. Joe's into true crime. Every now and then, I don't mind. I don't know. I'm more into watching, I don't know, good TV series I can binge, preferably. Got to be quality. Oh my God, GoldenEye, Guru. My kids had that on. It was on the Wii. On the Wii. And we played that a lot. I played that a few times. Let's put it that way. Wasn't good at it. Yeah, I was okay at it. Pong was Coleco? Yes. That's what I had. That was my first console. Then we got the Atari. Would have been later in the 70s, at the end of the 70s. I know what Nintendo 64 is. I know what that is, but we had the Wii at that point. I'm pretty sure it was on the Wii that we played GoldenEye. If not, it was on, yeah. We always upgraded. It was always Nintendo with the kids, and we upgraded all the time when the new consoles came out. The Wii was a remake. That's fine. That's where I played it. That's all I'm saying. Joe, I think I read that story, the headline on Twitter. I think something was out there on Twitter because I have ABC News there, not American ABC, the Australian broadcast company, I guess. I follow them. Talking about Pong, Baby, we had it in 74. I think 74 we got Pong. And then the Atari came a couple years later, 2-3 years later. Joe loved Wii Tennis. Wii Tennis was fun. I liked the Wii. There were certain games I liked. Golf. Wii Golf was great. I loved that game. I'm a golfer. Yeah, wrestling, I would not have played that. Nope. No, I played some baseball, like I played baseball, one of the Nintendo consoles. The first one I bought, I think, before the kids came along, we had one. That and hockey, pretty much it. And then tried to play some games with the kids. I'm not good at video games. Not the new ones, no. Too many controls on the controller. The GameCube, the kids had the GameCube. Like I said, we upgraded to every new system. It's a phone application for children. What is? Fruit Ninja? Oh, I guess, yeah. I've never heard of it anyway. All right. I'm going to take off here. I got somewhere to go. And then I got to get back for the show tonight. Maybe take a last couple of questions. If there are, then I'm going to take off. I don't know that one. Just last. All right, I'm going to take off. So thanks everybody for being here. Appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you later at the hangout, when Montreal will beat Pittsburgh tonight. So that's it. Don't forget, check out the new channel in the description. There's a link. There's a new video up. The Sin Bin, the podcast links are in the description. That's all I could ask you guys. Thanks for being here. Till I see you later. Stay safe out there. Peace out. And have a great afternoon. And I will see you tonight at the hangout. Ciao, everybody. Keep your sticks on the ice. Go Habs, go.